Thank you, Will, for keep. Yeah, that's what my fear is. People looking at me like I'm doing something wrong.
Across radio, digital, podcasting, and social. We'd love to tell you how IR Media can work for you. From your cell dial #250 and say keyword great results. That's #250 and say great results.
Whether you're packing up to move or hauling stuff down the road, cover your truck or trailer load securely so nothing flies out. Uncovered loads could get charged double at the dump and littering on the road.
Back down a little bit there where I can't.
Learn more
I
at
like parking lots like this.
protectyourpetrolcoast.org. Peoplebygovernment.com. The 1878 to 1921 Morgan Silver Dollar, a true American classic and one of the most iconic silver dollar coins in history. It's been 100 years since the last Morgan Silver Dollar coin was struck for circulation, and now, for a limited time only, full pound bags of original U.S. government struck Morgan dollars are being released to the public. That's right, you can own a full pound of 78 to 1921 classic American Morgan Silver Dollar coins, all in very good collector condition, fully visible date and hit mark, guaranteed. Call 1-800-529-6468 now to secure collector-grade U.S. Morgan Silver dollars by the pound, struck during the Wild West and the Gilded Age. Plus, receive a bonus American Collector's Pack, valued at over $25, free with every order. Call 1-800-529-6468 now to secure your full pound bag of Morgan Silver dollar coins before they are gone. 1-800-529-6468. That's 1-800-529-6468. We all make resolutions this time of year, and let's face it, most of them won't stick. But here's one that's not only easy to keep, but will help you feel healthier all year long. Navage. Navage provides quick, drug-free nasal relief by washing saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril. This time of year, when everyone is sick, Navage helps by sucking out germs, bacteria, and viruses trapped in our noses that cause us to feel miserable. And come allergy season, it does the same with dust, pollen, and other allergens. And unlike medications that can take time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage helps treat congestion second class without drugs. This New Year's, resolve to use drug-free Navage to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or any online at Navage.com. Navage. N-A-V-A-V-E. Clean nose, healthy life. Join parents and experts at Understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues designed to help you help your child thrive in school and in life. Understood.org, because understanding is everything. Understood.org in the ad capsule.
Having trouble picking a New Year's resolution? Well, Car Shield's got you covered this year. I don't have to worry about it. Prices on just about everything are still rising, but I've locked in my price. Now, whether your car has 5,000 miles, Car Shield has a protection plan. You covered through Car Shield, a resolution you can easily keep. Car Shield has my back. about those upcoming credit card bills? Well, I'm here to remind you of something you can actually do about it. And there's no better time than now. Now, here's the deal. You have money because of your mortgage or your down payment or over the years. You call it equity in your home or some other property. It's just sitting there. Now, you don't want to tap into that money for something that's frivolous, like a trip or something like that. That would be ridiculous. That would be irresponsible. I would never do it. But what if you can tap into that money at an interest rate in the 5s to pay off debt that you owe, for which you're paying interest at 25, 27, 29%. It's the same dollar. It's still coming out of your pocket. So you're basically switching dollars in order to lower your debt, that is, the payments you're making on your debt. If you do that, it's the most responsible thing you can do in order to protect what you have. You're paying a much lower rate on the dollar, and you're paying off the higher rate with the lower rate. Let me put it this way. You're swapping a rate in the 5s for a rate at 25 or 29%. This is what people do to preserve their wealth. This is what people do to get out of a debt spiral. In American financing, I know these people personally. I know this entrepreneurial, family-owned business because I've worked with them, not just as a host, not just because they're a sponsor, but because we did exactly that about 18 months ago. As did
They
my
are
daughter
going
and
way
her
too
husband,
fast here, almost
as
trying to
did
hit
this
me
producer
too.
and his wife. American Financing is saving their customers an average right now of $854 a month. It could be a lot more for you. But that's immediate $10,000 savings with your own money for swapping the dollars. And they're closing in as fast as 10 days, and they're even delaying 2 mortgage payments. All right, so here you go. Here's the number, and they're there right now. 888-900-1828, 888-900-1828. Hello, 888-900-1828. Or visit AmericanFinancing.net.
NMLS 182334, NMLSConsumerAccess.org. APR for rates on the 5-star 6.406%. Call 888-900-1828 for details about credit costs and terms.
We have 2 great Life, Liberty, and Levin programs for you. And we do it because we figure you're going to want to watch them. And when you decide you don't want to watch them, I will stop doing it. Don't do it for the money. I've got enough money. I don't do it because I like my face on TV. I don't care about any of that. No. Don't because I go for a mission and finance for entertaining and trading and things. So we are going to have on Saturday a really terrific show. I hope you'll join us. We're going to have Ron DeSantis will be the second guest on the program. On Sunday night's program, we're going to have Stephen Miller is our second guest. We're going to dig into the border. Our first guest will be Stephen Moore. We're going to dig into the economy. These are issues that are very, very important to us, to you, really to everybody. We're going to do it in a way that only my show does it. It's a long-form interview where I ask a question and I listen to the answer. I'll be right back.
Power Talk 1460 and FM 101.1. Available everywhere with the iHeartRadio app. Now #1 for podcasting. Power Talk, an iHeartRadio station. Sponsored by Selena Honda, a proud member of DGDG.
We're going abroad for the first time in years. To Spain.
But we don't speak Spanish.
So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast. With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks. Babbel's conversational method teaches you real-life words and phrases. And with Babbel's interactive bite-sized lessons, you'll remember what you learned.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish.
Estoy muy emocionado para ir a España contigo.
Aww, He just said, I'm very excited to go to Spain with you. Vamos a tener mucha diversión.
And that means we're going to have so much fun.
Sí. Gracias, Babel.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Commuting southbound Highway 1, you're facing about a 20-minute delay with slowing from Morrissey running out toward Rio Del Mar. Over in the Coyote Valley, it's brake lights on southbound 101 from Bailey to Tennant Avenue in Morgan Hill. That's traffic. I'm Al Rogers.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz Podcast.
I'm Ben Ferguson.
And I'm Ted Cruz. Will Donald Trump be allowed to be on the ballot? What will the Supreme Court do and why? We'll explain it all in depth.
It's our two-part series on Donald Trump and the Supreme Court. Download Verdict with Ted Cruz now wherever you get your podcast.
Understanding your finances is a key to a strong financial future. Don't be the one who gets left behind. Visit feedthepig.org for tools and tips to get started on the path to financial stability. This message brought to you by the American Institute of CPAs and the Ad Council.
PowerTalk2060.com is the most powerful name in news. Fox News, AI West, 660 Carmel Valley, PowerTalk 1460 and 101 FM.
The final push. I'm Lisa Lucera, Fox News. The Republican presidential candidates and their supporters are campaigning in Iowa ahead of Monday's caucuses as they size up the competition.
The candidates are also paying attention to how those brutally cold temperatures could impact turnout. Former President Donald Trump has 4 events in Iowa where no doubt he'll be telling his supporters not to be complacent. Meanwhile, Florida Governor Ron DeSantis suggested the cold could deter what he called casual Trump supporters. They might not show up, he says, and that could work in his favor. And former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, she's hoping the cold weather doesn't throw cold water on her momentum.
Fox's Grady Trimble in West Des Moines. The Fox News Power ranking has former President Trump leading in the polls, though Nikki Haley is closing the gap. A day after the U.S. conducted strikes on Iran-backed rebels in Yemen, President Biden called the Houthis a terror organization as the administration conducts a review on an official designation.
It's irrelevant whether it's designated. We put together a group of nations that they're going to say that if they continue to act behave as they do, will respond.
The State Department removed the Houthis from a list of foreign terror organizations in 2021 to ensure U.S. policies did not impede humanitarian aid from reaching Yemen. The Pentagon says Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin monitored the strikes in real time from Walter Reed Army Medical Center, where he remains hospitalized with an infection that developed after cancer surgery.
He's not missing a beat. He's very focused on doing his duties as the Secretary of Defense and defending our nation.
Pentagon spokesman General Pat Ryder, who says Austin spoke by phone with top generals and members of Congress today. Los Angeles Police Chief Michael Moore has announced he's retiring. Moore said he will stay on until February. He will stay on as a consultant for an undetermined time period. He's been chief since 2018. America is listening to Fox News.
To my newborn baby boy, the day you arrived was one of the happiest days of my life. Right up there with the day I bought my RV from that guy on the internet and shared it with Progressive. What a deal. Son, I'll always be here for you. And by here, I mean in the middle of absolutely nowhere. In my RV. Protect your baby with an RV policy from Progressive. Take as little as 4 minutes to see what you could save at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
There's no better time than the new year to help protect your identity and finances. LifeLock detects potential threats to your identity that you may miss on your own. If you do become a victim, a U.S.-based LifeLock restoration specialist will work to fix it. LifeLock is the New Year's resolution that's easy to keep. Save 25% off your first year. Call 1-800-LifeLock or go to LifeLock.com. Promo code PLAY to save 25%. That's LifeLock.com. Promo code.
From the Power Talk Studios, sponsored by Selena Sana. Power Talk News.
This local news update sponsored by Roto-Rooter. A 3.1 magnitude earthquake rattled San Benito County this morning. KSBW TV reports that 8:24 a.m. timber was reported
reported to be centered 7.5 miles south of Tres Pinos and was felt in Salinas and Moss Landing, as well as the much closer city of Politics. No injuries or damages reported. Construction is set to start next week on Sand City's first hotel. A 4-story courtyard and residence inn by Marriott will feature 215 rooms and a restaurant. It's part of a 2-complex project that will also include 356 apartments, which officials say could triple the small city's population. Your resolution probably involves saving money. Don't let a plumbing issue break your bank account. Call your local Roto-Rooter for a free estimate at 1-800-GET-ROTO or online at rotorooterca.com. Roto-Rooter has been resolving plumbing issues since 1935. Call today. That's your local news. I'm Bob Williams.
Remember the simple days of the home phone? You never misplaced that phone or lost a call because of spotty internet or bad reception. It was right there and always reliable, even in emergencies. The home phone is back and better than ever with Community Phone. Community Phone service starting at just $39 a month. And now get 50% off your first month when you call 1-866-452-0850. There are no contracts. You don't need internet. You can make unlimited nationwide calls, and your phone works, even if you lose power. Plus, you can keep your current phone number or get a new one. With Community Phone, you'll enjoy all the modern conveniences of caller ID, voicemail, spam call blocking, and more. Today, get 50% off your first month when you call 1-866-452-0850. Call 1-866-452-0850 today to get 50% off. 1-866-452-0850.
Looking at our traffic map, southbound 101 Coyote Valley really stands out with slowing from Beatty to Tennant Avenue. Northbound Highway 12 Monterey still slow, but getting better with a backup from Aguajito running up towards Sand City. That's traffic. I'm Al Rogers.
This report is sponsored by Verdict with Ted Cruz Podcast. I'm Ben Ferguson.
And I'm Ted Cruz. Will Donald Trump be allowed to be on the ballot? What will the Supreme Court do and why? We'll explain it all in depth.
It's our 2-part series on Donald Trump and the Supreme Court. Download Verdict with Ted Cruz now wherever you get your podcast.
Do you know who your kids are talking to on the internet? Last year, 1 in 5 children was sexually solicited online. Help delete online predators. Call 1-800-THE-LOST or visit cybertipline.com. A message from the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children and the Ad Council.
Now, your chance to win $1,000. Enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Green. That's green. Enter it now.
PowerTalk1460.com. PowerTalk 1460 and FM 101.1. He's here. Now, broadcasting from the underground command post, deep in the bowels of a hidden bunker, somewhere under the brick and steel of a nondescript building, we've once again made contact with our leader, Mark Levin.
Hello, America. Mark Levin here. Our number, 877-381-3811. 877-381-3811. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, and I want to strongly encourage you as part of the Levin family here to do this. Doesn't cost you a cent. It just takes about 2 minutes of your time, seriously. I'm going to tell you how to download the app or have access to my podcast. And that way, no matter what, no matter where you are, no matter what happens, you on your own can directly listen to the radio show on your Android, on your iPhone, whatever your cell phone is. You know, this is really cutting-edge technology. I know we've gotten used to it over the last 5 or 10 years, but, 20 years ago, this didn't exist. So you probably have a lot of apps on your cell phones right now anyway. So I encourage you to just go ahead and download it if you don't have this one. You can find all my full podcasts, interviews, and we now have created specials on YouTube. Our YouTube channel is really, really great. Really great. I don't talk about it enough, but we have a lot of visitors there by word of mouth. Well, the word ought to come out of my mouth too, quite frankly. And here's how you get there. It's very simple. Search Mark Levin Show in YouTube. That's it. Search Mark Levin Show in YouTube. Or if you prefer, you go to youtube.com /Mark Levin Show.